you have any comments on the game before we get started with questions?
Yeah, short, I guess. I thought the guys did a great job today. Energy, effort, game plan. Utah is normally a little bit bigger than that, but it was actually kind of cool that we, showed that we can guard the smalls, and also we hadn't worked on any of our switch attack offense, and that we still at the half had put up 61. So it was good. A lot of great stuff from the starters to our new sixth man of the year, Bobby. Was unstoppable tonight. But again, I thought everybody pitched in. The energy was high, the effort was high, and now we'll go back tomorrow, look at the video, clean up a couple things, and move forward.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Dwayne Price, Mavs.com. Jason, what did you like what you saw out of Luka and KP in that first half? They were out there on the court together.
Yeah, I thought they're connected. You could see Luka was trying to get him the ball and just in the flow, nothing forced. But I thought Luka looked great, as if he never stopped playing this summer or the year before. I think he was 8 for 10, a quiet night for him. But I thought KP, again, inside, had some great looks on the outside, but I thought on the defensive end, both those guys competed on the defensive end, and that's what we need.
Callie, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Here you go. Tim Kidd of The Athletic. When we talk about KP and his mid-range touches and his post-ups, where do you see him being best? Where do you want those looks coming from in the mid-range and post-up area for him?
Well, I think for, all the above. I think he's getting comfortable. He hasn't done that in a season or two, so we're trying to get him comfortable with that. We really believe that's an asset for us to get to the free throw line or even to get the 2 points because of his skill set. He's a basketball player, and we don't want to limit him to just shooting threes.
Callie, go ahead.
Callie Kaplan with the Dallas Morning News. When you look at how this team kind of ran offense last year compared to what the system you're installing now, how much more do you emphasize touches in the post and running things kind of through the paint than opposed to kind of the 5-out 3-point shooting that we saw for pretty much the entire Rick Carlisle tenure?
Yeah, I think it's a balance. We saw Utah shoot 63s tonight or somewhere around there. That's part of the game, but the other part of the game is being able to take those twos, to get a rhythm, and so we're going to have a balance. We're not just going to just rely on jump shooting because that can leave you at any part of the season or the playoffs, and if that happens, you don't have anything to fall back on, then that means it's an early exit. So we want to have that balance where we don't rely on the three, that we can play out of the post. You saw that with Boban. Bobby was great in the post, and then he showed, which I think was the coolest play of the game, is Brunson setting him up for their first three. The second three, that was Bobby's call. That he broke the play, but it's good to see the guys playing at a high level, being unselfish on the offensive end, and again defensively, I thought they did a really good job for the first time out.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom. Oh,
Can I do one real quick?
oh, sure.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Burke was your only DNP CD. What was the thought process there?
On what?
Trey Burke, your only DNP CD.
Yeah, he was the emergency player for tonight. He was, if anything happened, if someone got hurt or in foul trouble in the first half. And so we will roll that out again for the second game. Not for him, there'll be someone else. But once the first half was over, he had the night off.
Okay, so but you do plan on him playing the second game?
Yeah, there'll be a whole nother lineup and all that fun stuff for you. I could give it to you now, but I gotta make you wait.
Okay, Luke, why don't you start us off on Zoom?
Hey, Coach. Luke Askew, Mavs Moneyball. You talked a lot about, the energy and intensity tonight, but can you talk a little bit about the defensive execution and what you liked and didn't like on that end of the floor?
Yeah, all likes. I think we're trying to put in something new that they haven't done, and they all tried. I thought KP was great in the pick and roll. He was up. Some of our bigs, we got to get them up a step closer to the pick and roll, but overall, I thought our X-outs, a couple times, we had some mistakes on the backside, but everybody was into it. Everybody executed. Again, we're going to make mistakes, but I thought the guys were all trying to do the right thing tonight.
Bobby, first of all, let's talk about those three-pointers. Are you ready to be in the three-point shooting contest during All-Star Weekend now?
I'm ready just to be there. Just to be there and then try to shoot. No, it was like, it was fun, you know, like we practiced on that, you know. I basically don't know what you want to ask me, but you know, I really feel good, shots feel good. I don't know if they go in or not go in, but you know, like felt good, like the ball flying good, like that shot, like we practice on practice. Sound like weird, but it's yes. And if like no, they throw me the ball, they believe, you know, they saw me in practice how I shoot, and I was like, okay, let's do it, let's try. And they fly good, and they go in. I was like, yes. I'm so happy myself.
Okay, who's next?
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Obviously, you're out there playing. How much do you notice the bench going crazy when you're knocking those threes down?
The only point when I see that, you know, like I start to stay focused in the game, and you know, never mind how many minutes you play, you're supposed to get focused for every time spending that court, because this is like beauty of our sport. Like we love compete, we love to be there. It's amazing. I watch bench every time, like on Instagram. This is like, oh, they're so happy when they score three. I love it. But you know, of course, I figured out they happy, they clapping, they super exciting. But you know, that other part you watch on Instagram, and I really thank for my teammates because all support, of course, stuff, because they believe me to give throw me the ball so I can take a shot, and nobody gets mad.
Anybody else in here? All right, we're gonna move to Zoom. Daniel, go ahead. Can you, yep, go ahead.
You know, our three-point shooter, that's an idea for Jason Kidd.
No, I'm you know, like I try to extend my game, but you know, I'm the best in the paint. You know, like this is like, there is my game, but you know, try to extend my game, and you know, like try to be like, you know, hey, if somebody like defend me like super low, I will shoot three. If somebody defend me like in my, I cannot shoot that bit, I'll go down and paint, you know, like, and this is like part of basketball, and try to follow the new style.
All right, and the last one will be for Luke. Go ahead, Luke.
Luke asked you, Mavs Moneyball, going off of what Tim asked you about realizing the bench going crazy when you're knocking down the threes, can you just speak a little bit about the team chemistry level thus far and how things are coming together on that end?
I think this is show everything, you know, and we're basically super hyped here, and when like everybody's scoring, you know, like we was yelling, never mind who scored. We're super exciting for everybody. We love to people have fun on the court, and we enjoy every moment spending on the court and off the court together on the practice, and it's so much fun. Like I really like feel comfortable to be around. I like that positive energy. This is basically how I work, you know, positive energy. Everybody has a smile on the face. Every time when I walk in practice facility, I feel like something special, and I'm ready for a new day to work out. And like, you know, like it feel great. That feeling you want to keep it forever. And this is how our guys.
A little bit, you know. I know a bunch of my family back at home been watching, and I'm pretty sure they're reaching out. So I just didn't want the phone to go off.
That's cool. That's cool.
Eddie?
Yeah, you guys got 20 guys on this team, and only 17 are going to end up being with this. And what's the competition like going into the preseason games like this? And I know there's pressure always out there, but how do you deal with, you know, knowing that you're in a position where you have to show something to everybody, not just maybe the Mavs?
I know the competition's been pretty good. I think that's just how everyone approaches practice, and that's how, you know, the coaches want us to be. But you know, I just look at it as, you know, just having fun. Sometimes, like before you asked that question, I ain't really think about it. Just because I'm just really enjoying it, enjoying the process, enjoying the time with these guys. But the level of, you know, competition is pretty high. I think it just brings out the best of everybody. So I think it's just been pretty good. But you know, I try my best to just, you know, go with the flow, and and, just try to take every day.
Also, you the point guards like yourself, are you now supposed to be looking for Bobby on the 3-point line?
I would say so, yeah. Bobby took, the first one, we were all hyped. The angle I was sitting, I could tell it was going in. So we were definitely hyped. But when we see him took the second one, we were waiting for it to go in. Bobby's a good shooter. I know, a lot of guys, in training camp and practice, Bobby is shooting. And I hear somebody be like, I don't know. And, Bobby be knocking them down. So, I don't think it's a bad idea to pitch him one every once in a while.
All right, we'll go to Zoom. Luke, go ahead.
So one thing we've seen you do in Summer League and now in this preseason game tonight is attack the rim really well and then finish efficiently when you get there with both hands. Can you just kind of talk a little bit about what you see on the floor that allows you to beat guys off the dribble and get to the rim?
It's just, I feel like it's just all about, angles. And, I give ton of credit, to the bigs. They set their screens and coming off is, I feel like it's an advantage not only for me, but, for our offense. When a big sets a good screen, the person that's guarding the ball, it's going to be behind. And, sometimes, the big now has to play you and your big man. And, I just kind of find the spots and, try to get the ball on the glass where, I could just finish.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.